What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's edition of Trial Law TV, the quarantined edition. I hope everybody's staying safe out there, washing their hands, and just trying not to be so bored while staying shacked up in the house all day. So this week I want to talk about some things surrounding the coronavirus and how it could potentially affect businesses. Someone brought it up in a group chat that I'm in, and they said, can a business potentially have any liability surrounding this coronavirus? And I had to think about it for a second, and I think that they possibly could. As we all know, here in the city of Atlanta, the mayor has just announced or recommended that any gatherings over 50 people should not be had whatsoever. I believe it was 50. It may have been even less than that now. So let's say, for example, there's a bar that continues to allow patrons to come in, and on one particular night there are more than 50 people in this establishment. And then shortly thereafter, several people who were at that bar on that particular day get sick and they test positive for the coronavirus. Well, can that establishment, can that bar have potential civil liability? I think that they can. Basically, under the legal analysis for these types of cases, which is basically a premises liability analysis, the plaintiff has to prove that the bar knew or should have known of this hazard and that it could have potentially caused harm to the general public. And so we all know that coronavirus can potentially be very dangerous and even lead to death. And then, given the recommendations by the city of Atlanta, as well as the CDC, and the bar disregarded that, and then you got all these people sick, well, I think they can get sued based on that. And there's a second prong to that analysis, whether or not the plaintiff or the person who contracted the virus had superior knowledge of that hazard or superior knowledge of the dangers of the virus. But typically, the courts say that's a jury question. They're going to allow that to go to the jury, and the jury decides whether or not the business has liability or whether or not the plaintiff or the person who contracted the virus had superior knowledge of that hazard, essentially. So my recommendation to these businesses is to follow the guidance of the CDC, follow the guidance of whatever city that you're in and whatever they're mandating or recommending to potentially protect yourself from civil liability. So be safe out there, and I'll see you guys next week.